Hi friends, welcome. Let's continue our class Fundamentals of Investment. In previous class, we discussed meaning and definition of investment and characteristics of investment. Now, we are going to discussing about what are the types of investment and what are the process of investment and need and benefit of investment. The first one is types of investment. The investment are mainly classified into two types, that is real investment and financial investment. And real investment means when an investor are going to invest some amount of money in physical asset or real asset. And physical asset means commodities, gold, silver, art, real estate, etc. So first one is real estate. I think all are familiar with this word real estate. Real estate means an investor invests money to some commercial building or residential house or lands, etc. Then next real investment is commodities. Commodities are any mass goods traded on an exchange or a cash market. And the return from the commodity are based on the changes of price in the market. And the changes of price are depending on the demand and supply of commodities in marketplace. I repeat, please note, this is very important. The return from the commodity are based on the fluctuations of price in the market. And the price movement of the commodity are based on the demand and supply of the commodity in the marketplace. That means the demand or supply are increased, in this time the return from the commodity are also increased. And demand and supply are decreased, in this time the return from commodities are also decreased. So next real investment is art. Art is a traditional or oldest types of investment, and it is very risky investment. The investors are invest some paintings or craft works, etc. So these are the very important types of real investment. The next one is financial investment. Financial investment means when an investor invests some amount of money in different types of financial securities. And the financial securities are classified into two types, that are tradable securities and non-tradable securities. The tradable securities means the investor can easily trade or transfer to other investors. And non-tradable securities means it cannot be easily transferred or trade to other investors or persons. Okay, clear? Then tradable instruments are classified into different types, that are debt, equity, mutual fund, derivatives. And the first one is debt securities. Debt means it is a fixed income securities. It provides a fixed rate of interest for a fixed time maturity period. Okay, clear? And the debt securities are classified into different types, that are corporate bond, government bond, treasury bills, etc. And other feature of debt securities are it is a less risk and less return investment. And another types of financial securities are equity share. Equity share means the equity share does not provide a fixed rate of return to the investor. And the return of equity shares are based on the profit of the company. That means the profit of the companies are increased, in this time the return of the equity shares are increased. And the profit of the companies are decreased, in this time the return of the investor are decreased. So equity investment is a high return investment and very high risky investment. The next types of financial investment is mutual fund. Mutual fund means in an investor does not directly want to invest in the market, but in this time he can invest it through different mutual fund schemes. And different types of mutual fund companies are providing different types of mutual fund schemes. And the mutual fund companies' fund managers are pool or collect some money from different peoples. And that money are invest different types of securities. And at the time of maturity, they collect the return, and the return distribute the all investors on the basis of contribution amount of the investors. So mutual fund is a very important types of not tradable securities. The next tradable securities are derivatives. Derivative is a financial instrument that helps to reduce or hedge the risk of an investor. We also know the investor have different types of risk, that are interest rate risk, price risk, liquidity risk, etc. So these types of securities are very helps to minimize the risk of the investors. And the derivatives are different types, that are option, forward, swap, etc. So these are the important types of tradable securities. The next one is non-tradable securities. Non-tradable securities means the investor cannot easily transfer or trade to other investors. And the first one is bank deposit, post office deposit, provident fund scheme, and life insurance. And bank deposit and post office deposit we are also familiar, because the banks are providing different types of investment schemes, that are current deposit, saving deposit, and fixed deposit. And this type of deposit an investor cannot transfer or trade to other investors. And next one is provident fund scheme. In this scheme, the funds are contributed by employees or employees. And the provident fund schemes cannot be traded to other investors. And the last one is life insurance. Life insurance means it is a contract between two parties, a policy holder and assurer or insurer. An insurer is the person are promised to pay some amount of money after the death of the policy holder. So the life insurance cannot be traded or transferred to other investors. So these are the important types of non-tradable securities. I conclude, the investment are classified into two types, that are financial investment and real investment. And real investment include real estate, commodities, art. And the financial investment are classified into tradable securities and non-tradable securities. And the tradable securities include debt, equity, mutual fund, derivatives, etc. And non-tradable securities include bank deposit, post office deposit, provident fund scheme, and life insurance. The next topic is investment process or steps. The steps of investments are defining investment objectives, then analyzing securities, then constructing a portfolio to minimize risk, and evaluating the performance of the portfolio and revising the portfolio. The first step is defining the investment objectives. Before investing an investor some securities, he first identify some constraints of investment, that are fund available for investment, and what are the securities are available for investment, and risk and return of the investment, liquidity of the investment, and tax status of the investor. And after identifying these constraints, the investor going to make the investment objectives. Then next step is analyzing the securities. We have number of method and tools for analyzing securities. The major important tool are fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Fundamental analysis means an investor invests some securities on the basis of financial strength of the company. And technical analysis means an investor analyzes the securities on the basis of past price movements. So the third step of investment is constructing a portfolio to minimize risk. What do you mean by portfolio? Portfolio means it's a group or collection of securities, and this portfolio are very helps to minimize the risk of the investor. For example, a portfolio have three securities. First one is equity, then bond and real estate. An investor have invest rupees 1 lakh to this portfolio. The maturity period is 5 years. And after 4 years, the equity share price goes down and the real estate price goes up. And in this time, the investor occur loss in equity share and profit in real estate. So, the loss of equity share are compensate or balance the profit from the real estate. So the portfolio are very helps to reduce or minimize the risk of the investor. So third steps of investment is constructing a portfolio to minimize risk. Then fourth step, evaluating the performance of the portfolio, and fifth step, revising the portfolio. So these are the important steps or process of investment. I repeat, the first one is defining investment objectives. Second is analyzing securities. Then constructing a portfolio to minimize risk. Then evaluating the performance of portfolio. And last one is revising the portfolio. The next topic is need and benefit of investment. That are income, capital appreciation, collateral, confidentiality, flexibility, liquidity and tax advantage. The first one is income. Income means any profit are gained from an investment. Income means any profit are gained from an investment. The next one is capital appreciation. Investment not only give regular income but it also provide long-term price appreciation. It leads to growth in capital and wealth for the investment. The next one is collateral. Collateral means an investor using that securities for taking loans from the financial institution. Investment securities represent stock of wealth and can be used as a collateral to secure financing such as loans from lending institution. And next benefit is confidentiality. A confidentiality is the keeping of other person or entities information private. And the investment or security markets are provided under percentage confidentiality to the investors. The next one is flexibility. The security markets are provide different types of securities for affordable prices. So this very helps to all level of investors. For example, middle income investors, high level investors, etc. The next one is liquidity and next tax advantage. And liquidity and tax advantage we are already discussed previous class. So I conclude the need and benefit of investment are different types, that are income, capital appreciation, collateral, confidentiality, tax advantage, liquidity and flexibility. I conclude today's session. Today we are discuss what are the types of investment and what is the process of investment and need and benefit of investment. I hope all are safe. Thank you.